otro episodio del GarageCast. ¿Cómo andamos, compa Buki?
Aquí andamos, otro día en la oficina. Ya teníamos
como una semana sin grabar. Se te acabaron los dedos.
Se me van los dedos.
Se te acabaron los dedos.
Es que acuérdense, raza, que tengo 9 3/4 de dedos.
Sí, porque te mocharon un pedacito.
Me moché uno. Pero aquí andamos en la
batalla. Te quedó chiquito, güey. Ni modo. Mira quién nos acompaña el día de hoy. De TikTok, ¿verdad? Y lo conocen de otros lados, yo creo. Aquí vamos a poner un video. ALEXIS, ANAYA.
Saludos, compas. Muchas gracias por la invitación.
Gracias.
Gracias por darte el tiempo, you know.
Claro que sí.
¿Cómo andas? How are you? No sé si quieres hablar English, Spanglish, a little bit of everything.
Lo que sea. Yo ahí subo videos en inglés mayormente, pero en español puedo también. Lo que sea.
So, para la gente que no te conoce, ¿qué es lo que haces?
Pues yo ahorita me describo como un maestro de música. Yo doy clases virtuales en línea y también doy cursos de teoría, pero en inglés, de la música regional. Como no hay tantos videos o tutoriales o maestros que enseñan ese tipo de músico, yo me dediqué a contribuir a esa plataforma y ayudar a los que no entienden el español o batallan al hablarlo y entenderlo, y así pueden aprender a tocar la música que les gusta.
A los yo no sabos, dijeron.
Los no sabos, los pochos, los todos.
Yeah. Saludos a todos, todos los fanbase.
¿Y qué le dio por empezar a ser maestro, a empezar a enseñar the future generations, se puede decir?
Pues empecé a tocar el requinto en el colegio, pero nomás así como de un hobby, nomás jugando así, aprendiendo canciones con tablatura y todo. Pero luego tomé una clase de teoría en el colegio para los requisitos para graduarme y entendí un chingo de la escala mayor y de los tonos y cómo todo se forma. Y empecé a entender un poco más cuando agarré el bajoloche. Cuando entró todos los corridos tumbados. Exacto, sí. Me dio mucho gusto aprender todas esas canciones y me gustaron mucho, como las de Adriel Favela, de Natanael Cano. Y eso como que revivió mi pasión para la música. Y entendiendo eso, aprendiendo cómo hacer adornos y todo, empecé a subir videos en TikTok nomás porque me gustaba y quería hacer algo diferente. Y la gente me estaba diciendo, explicas todo muy bien, lo haces muy fácil, tienes que subir más videos, y empecé a hacerlo con el Requinto. Luego me compré un bajo eléctrico, luego un Tololoche, un bajo quinto, los acordiones y todo. Y subí más videos y me dijeron, debes de dar clases, ¿por qué no das clases? ¿Cuánto cobras? Y pues empecé a dar clases, me siguieron más y más personas y ahora creo que he manejado más de 300 alumnos por alrededor de los Estados Unidos, hasta en México. Hasta me tocó uno en Japón una vez, me tocó alguien que estaba en Brasil. Un chingo de estudiantes y ahora también tengo mis 6 cursos en Google Drive. Son más videos grabados y diagramas que explican todo en orden desde el principio hasta lo más intermedio avanzado, y aquí ando.
Solo se fue dando, pues.
Se fue dando así nomás.
Pero qué chingón, ¿no? Que pueda compartir su sabiduría con más la generación. Y prácticamente les están enseñando like the roots of la música que tocamos hoy, ¿no? Porque most of the newer generations se quieren agarrar una guitarra y luego se quieren ir a tocar Marlboro Rock, y me imagino que you gotta start off con the basics, ¿no? Antes you can't run before you walk.
Before you jog and
Ándale.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of my students, especially the kids, they want to play Fuerza Regida, they want to play clave especial and dareis de la sierra stuff, and that's not always the easiest thing to do, especially with the menores that they're using.
Is it dare back in the day or dare now? Because back in the day, dare
present day,
dare is different.
There's a difference.
You time travel.
Somehow he looks younger now.
Yeah, so I always have to tell them too, like it's a little tough. You'll get it eventually, but if you start with the fundamentals, with like the clásicas, es primera, segunda, and tercera, that will help you understand everything else and make it way easier. So yeah, that's the main idea, is to try to make things easier. Because I tried learning through online. I was able to learn, but I wasn't able to understand the theory, cómo funciona todo, and how it all works. So I was like, I'm gonna make videos that would have helped me back in the day, so that other people don't have to struggle. They can see how easy it is to learn, because it is really really easy. If you think about it, especially in regional, you don't need a lot.
Once you get the hang of it, that's what I tell productions too.
Exactly.
Yeah, because también quiere aprender. He said he wants to take some classes with you.
Yeah.
You that you know how to play a variety of instruments, you think that by learning one and te aprendes the notion of how everything works, tonos, escalas, it's easier to grab another instrumento. It don't matter if it's the cuerda or I mean, most
like a bass
them,
and a guitar.
A bass and a guitar. Or...
Yeah, definitely. I think the main thing is understanding how the language of music theory can translate to other instruments. Because a bass, a guitar, a tololoche, a bajo quinto, they're all essentially the same instrument. It's just the tonos are in different spots. So once you understand how do I find my tonos and what escalas and acordes and shapes do I play on those tonos, that's all you got to do. It's all about the context. Speaking the language on that instrument, where it is on this instrument, las figuras que tienes que aprender. That's all it is. It's all the same thing. There's no more than 12 tonos that exist.
Yeah. In that
There's
escala.
somewhere.
Yeah.
There's somewhere there, right?
But nomás se pueden meter esos certain amount of tonos en la escala. You know, dos menores.
¿Cuál es el que te dije el otro día que that you played on your
harmonica? Because I pulled out a harmonica and I pulled out a scale. And then he's like, no, ese era un mi menor sostenido. And I'm like, man, that shit don't even exist. Mi sostenido, no, mi sostenido menor. You said,
mi sostenido menor.
Mi sostenido. Fa bemol.
Fa bemol. I saw que hay unos comentarios que dicen, el que sabe tocar todos los instrumentos or something like that, you know, all positive comments, mostly.
Yeah, luckily, no me ha tocado tanto hate. A veces, de vez en cuando, you get random. No tanto, honestly, but I just try to spread positivity. I just try to help people out. I nunca presumo que soy el mejor o que esto y esto. Entonces, yo creo que por eso también nomás la gente buena me sigue, me encuentra y los que tienen malas intenciones, pues, se largan.
Yeah. ¿Cuánto te tardas en grabar ese como video que grabaste de tu cárcel?
Ese sí me duró un poco, creo que unos 3-4 horas yo creo afuera, porque tenía todos los instrumentos en una rueda y tenía que seguirle dando la rueda. Ese sí me tomó mucho, pero casi siempre los videos que grabo como de tutoriales o los cursos que grabo también a veces son como videos de 30-40 minutos, pero los grabo de una toma nomás. One take así. No me gusta editar para nada. Yo quiero nomás subirlo así como sale, natural, sin mucho corte y editar, nomás con los captions y así.
Yeah. ¿Cuál fue tu primera canción que aprendiste entonces? Do you remember?
La primera canción que aprendí en la guitarra, sí me acuerdo, tenía como unos 7 años, era malagueña. Era un disco de Esteban, es un flamenco, no me acuerdo qué tipo de música toca, pero teníamos un DVD de tutoriales cómo aprender y esa es la primera canción que te aprendas. Era como un acorde de mi mayor, nomás unos arpegios y era todo. Era el primero que me aprendí y desde ahí empecé a aprender más con nomás las tablaturas. Me encantaba la música de rock en esos tiempos, jugando Guitar Hero, eso me inspiró un chingo a tocar la guitarra. Y con esas canciones fui dándole. En el requinto, yo creo que el primero que aprendí, quiero decir que era una de Vilán García, no me acuerdo cuál, pero en esos tiempos cuando agarré el requinto me encantaba. El Ghost, no creo. No. Sí, pero esas canciones me gustan mucho. Está complicada
esa la del Gross para el requinto.
Sí, pues estaba en acordeón originalmente, pero también su requintista lo sacó en requinto también y estaba pasada de lanza esa canción, sí. Ajá.
¿Cuál es una canción que te ha dado guerra? No sé, a complicated song. O que te daba guerra first.
Yo creo que ahorita lo que me batallo mucho es Esta desilusión. Samuel Ramos. ¿La has escuchado?
Me suena.
Es como uno de esos tejano, norteño, jazz, de ese tipo, el poder del norte de ese tipo. Y está muy complicado, tiene un chingo de cambios de dominantes secundarios y todo. Y todavía no la he sacado, pero sí quiero sacarlo al oído nomás.
Norteño jazz goes hard,
yeah. Ajá.
¿Es esa?
Esa.
Ajá. Yeah.
Sí,
me suena.
Sí, tiene varios.
Está chida esa, yeah. Pero sí, esa en el acordeón ni lo toco. En esa canción, en el bajo quinto, también difícil. A veces me lo pidan en vivo y trato de sacarla, pero no puedo. Está difícil esa.
¿De qué te piden más en los instrumentos? ¿Qué instrumento? Los courses.
Ahorita el de Requinto es el más popular. Tengo como unos 200 y algo en ese curso y lo abrí hace como un año ya, un poco más de un año. Y el segundo es acordeón de botones, es el más popular.
Todos quieren ser requinteros, ¿verdad?
Quieren que ser el
muchachos, ahí la mitad de los requinteros, pásense para el acordeón. más acordeoneros, muchachos.
También, ¿verdad?
Pues sí, o más bajistas también, más tololoches también, ya hay varios.
O doctores también, ¿verdad?
También sí,
doctores. Uno nos vamos a enfermar. Alguien tiene que cuidarnos.
Dentistas, porque ocupamos trabajo.
No, in the music... está cabrón, huh? You either do it as a hobby or entras de lleno, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a big like trend of younger kids getting into gigging and starting to learn how to play because it's so accessible for them to learn and to pick it up. To be able to gig, you just need to know primera, segunda, and tercera, use your ear and just kind of full send it. But it's definitely not that simple, and there's a lot of kids that are gigging that aren't ready to be gigging, and se nota, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Así como se tiene que decir, y no somos, se avientan al without knowing how to swim, como yo.
Pero yo creo que por eso esos grupos que van saliendo cobran bien poquito y por eso ahorita ya no quieren pagar. Like, for the people que tienen tiempo tocando, ya no quieren pagar lo que vale. Devalúan el trabajo pues de los músicos.
Y a veces los clientes con tal de nomás escuchar música, ambiente, no están mirando si el grupo viene bien vestido o the level that they play or nomás con tal de escuchar la música, they'll go over here instead of. Pues así es la vida en California.
What inspired you to get into music?
Well, my dad was a big musician. My whole family is a lot of musicians.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah.
Salud.
Shout out, Jose Luis. But yeah, so I just have always been around it. My dad has sang in the choir his whole life. My mom has loved norteño music her whole life. Every time I start playing a song, she remembers, she says, oh, I love that song. She'll sing it with me. My brother and my sister are both super, super into the music. But I don't know, it's always been a big part of my life, and I've always felt really connected to myself and to my roots when I play, especially Spanish music, regional mexicano. And it was one of the best things that I would do to pass the time if I was in school. I don't really like school. I'm good at it, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't want to continue pursuing higher education past my bachelor's. And anytime I would go and play music, it would feel right. Like, that's my passion. This is what I got to do. And so I just kept playing and playing. And once I realized I could make a little bit of money with my lessons, doing content creation in a grupo, I just said, you know what? Let's do this. This feels right. This is cool. Y aquí andamos.
How did the grupo come about? You looked for the Avengers, supposedly?
No, so I've been actually having really bad luck with finding grupos. I was going to join a group in Paris a while ago, and we were practicing for a while, but the accordionista was just not getting his shit together. He didn't even have his own accordion, and it was rough. And that was in Paris. That didn't work out. Then I met another group of guys around here in Beaumont, but then that didn't work out either. They were really young, a bunch of morrillos, and they just kind of wanted to play like narco corridos and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, it wasn't really what I was looking for. And then these guys that I met, they posted that they were looking for a tololochero, and they're in Paris. And I had seen the guy online because he makes videos and content too. So I messaged him, hey, like, I play tololoche, I'd be down to go try it out. I've been looking for a grupo. So I went to go play with them. Nos acoplamos bien. It worked out, and I've been with them for about 3-4 months now. Okay. It's been cool. Yeah. So it's been my first actual experience gigging consistently. I had like filled in and played a few gigs with some people here and there, but never like with the solid grupo. And it's been really good. It's been helping me a lot with understanding the repertorio, different songs, cómo encontrar una canción así, de los tonos si no te la sabes, because you got it. Yeah. It's
that's important.
Definitely, yeah.
I think it's one of the biggest keys, no? When we play live, improvising. Porque el cliente tú puedes ir con tu repertorio, pero if they ask for a song, you're like, oh shit, you know.
So right now you play Tololoche with them?
I play Tololoche and the bajo. Yeah, okay. So I play both with them. When I get tired of the Tolo, I switch to the bajo.
Después we're gonna have to book some lessons, but I gotta hop on that Tolo, huh?
Yeah, you do.
It's fun, man. Is
it hard to transfer así como estamos diciendo, let's say, como el que ya toca bass, if you want to play Tolo?
Not really. It's just getting used to the sideways. nature of it. Once you
Or I
get the
can hold you sideways,
chicoteo,
just play sideways with the bass.
yeah, honestly.
Wow,
No, hey,
no, demos sideways.
por eso pick the Tololoche up, put a strap on it.
Or there's a group, I forget what the name. There's a bunch of viejitos, but one he plays with the bajo with like the super tall peg, and he plays it like a tololoche, but it's an electric bass. You could do that. It's all the same thing though. All the figuras, all the tonos are in the same spot. If you tune in mi, you just have to get used to the chicoteo and kind of the spacing, and sin tener trastes. You just kind of got.
It's kind of like
memory-wise. Yeah, you could use your ear because you can barely miss the tono if you're like a centimeter off from where it's supposed to be. So that's one of the hardest parts to get used to. But once you get it, it's the exact same thing as bajo. Root, bajeo, arpegios, la escala, it's all the same.
Le puede uno marcar entonces los trastes on the side, like just the dot. You know, like
that's
3,
what most
5,
people
7,
do.
9.
Yeah, just at least where the tonos are so that you can see where it is, and then kind of use your ear just to fine tune it. Yeah, so.
¿Y el nombre del grupo cómo se llama? Si se pueden mencionar.
Es Grupo Primer Poder. Andamos allá en Paris, pero trabajamos al todo alrededor. Apenas fuimos a Downey este fin de semana, el viernes. Fuimos hasta Reseda, Palmdale. Sí, hemos ido un poco
starting
lejos.
to pick up ahora sí, a little bit. Estaba a little bit dead like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Eso de la musicado.
Sí nos fue muy bien este verano y nos sigue dando bien. No tanto, pero de vez en cuando, casi todos los fines, nos toca.
That's right.
Yeah.
A ver cuándo vienen completos with your grupo.
Yeah. A ver si podemos ya, como digo, el jueves es donde tenemos el tiempo de ensayar, y si un día estos si quieren venir, puedo traerlos también.
Ahí nos acomodamos.
Yeah.
Sí.
Ahí te la acomodas. Where would you want to take this, your courses? Do you have any plans?
So I do eventually want to do also courses and more videos in Spanish as well, because that's a whole market that definitely there's a lot of really good teachers out there that explain things really well, but not for every single instrument like I do.
It'll be more countries too, huh?
Exactly.
That speak Spanish.
Yeah, so it would be a bigger reach, a lot more people to buy the courses and to learn from. But I haven't fully finished all the courses that I have now. I opened them up and I've been adding lectures like every other week so that I have more time to work on everything. But eventually, one day I would like to open up my own school if I could have a physical location to actually give lessons in person, record videos, make content. I don't know where, probably in LA or something, but that would be much more in the future.
So that people, more influencers or people in the music industry.
Yeah, I get to know more people, start to be a bit broader with my connections and the people that and definitely get out there more so I could reach more people, help more people learn, and just continue learning. Who knows, maybe tuba, that's what I want to learn next. I would love to learn the tuba. The drums I'm learning right now too. I'm getting on the bateria and trying to get better at that. Just any other instrument I can, honestly. So I just love learning new instruments. It's fun. It's like a high. Every time you start to get it te pica and you just can't put it down for weeks. That's how I am with the drums right now.
You get the hype, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much the goal right now. I'm just taking it easy. I try not to take it too seriously, like it's like my full-time job or anything, because I don't want to burn out from it, which I have been throughout. I've been doing it for like 2-3 years, and it gets really tiring. It gets really repetitive, but I still love it, and I do as much as I can. I just try not to take it too crazy. I don't want to like over optimize it and make it like a chore where it's just not fun to do anymore. And so
you want to keep it fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're making money doing something you like to do.
Exactly.
So the big plus. How do you de-stress?
I pretty much I've been going to the gym a lot lately, and that's been helping a lot. Going to the gym. I play a lot of video games. I love video games. I love watching shows and animes. I've been watching a lot of anime lately. Just relaxing. I have a gaming PC, so I've been getting back into that, playing those kinds of games, having fun, just relaxing. That's pretty much it. And playing my instruments.
Do you have somebody that helps you when you record your videos? Or
no, it's all me.
You're your production team y todo?
Yeah, I've thought about it just to kind of get my efficiency a bit better maybe at least just an editor or someone to make things easier. But I just don't want to have to like deal with paying people, the legalities of it, you know. I just have a sole proprietor right now, so it's just like all tied to me. It's nothing crazy, so I'm like, I don't want to get caught up in all that. I'll just do it all myself. Make it easy.
Yeah, Buki tried to sue me already.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Twice. And then he tried to sue us.
Yeah.
The first time we let him go.
Luckily, we're all broke, so
yeah.
the lawyers flake on us.
Fucking negative on the bank account. Huh?
Credit cards maxed out. Yeah.
What is another hobby you like to do other? Let's say, do you like hiking?
I do.
Outdoors or no?
Yeah.
Because you were talking about like gaming, but I was like, do you like sports?
Yeah, so I love sports. I used to play soccer in high school and throughout my whole life. I haven't played lately, but I would love to get back into it, honestly. Hiking, I did start getting into hiking more recently. I stopped for a second, but I definitely want to get back out there. And I was trying to get into dirt bikes. I wanted to get like a dual sport, street legal, but also like a trail bike to go hiking and go on those trails. I like to cook also. I like to cook and grill a lot. That's
right.
One of my favorite things to do. And I have a truck that I've been working on for a little bit too. I got a 95 Ford F-150 that I've been slightly restoring a little bit here and there.
Damn, so you do it all, huh?
I do it all, yeah.
De todo un poco,
Yeah.
huh?
De todo.
Stays busy, not like other people.
Damn! You even pointed
No,
over there.
I didn't say names. I didn't say names.
Yeah, you looked at the camera.
I looked at the camera. I didn't say names.
Yeah.
Do you believe in paranormal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. You ever seen Mr. Ballin?
Yeah.
I watch his videos all the time.
Stories.
Right?
Cuenta
The
stories.
time,
I think
yeah.
you have.
Yeah.
You have. He always wears a hat. Tiene como un mole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He tells stories about that, like paranormal stuff, scary stories, and it's
Has
cool.
anything happened to you?
Not really. Not that I can think of. There was one time recently where we stayed at my tío's house in Mexico. He lives in Guadalajara, and apparently that house is haunted, and they didn't tell me about it. And I stayed in the room where apparently the person who died there passed away. And that night I got really, really weird feelings that like someone was watching me, and like I was on my phone, I was reading a manga, staying up super late, and I felt like there was someone at the bed, the foot of the bed, and I looked and I swear I could see like a shadow, but I was like, nah,
Like a
and I
silhouette?
flashed the light and there's nothing. But I swear I could feel something in there, and it was like a really weird feeling. I couldn't explain it. And I ended up going to another room and sleeping there that night. And I told my parents the next day, I was like, yo, there was something on. They're like, oh, yeah, this house is haunted. I was like, what?
Like,
What?
a little heads
Why you
up.
tell me now? I was like, what? They're like, yeah, everybody says that room. They feel things in there. And I was like, what the? So, yeah, I definitely believe it.
shit.
I don't know. Nothing like super, super crazy has happened. But I don't rule out the possibility for sure. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just... So you were like on the verge of falling asleep, or you were just on your phone
I was just on my
that
phone.
blue site?
Yeah, I was just on my phone. I was al lado, and then like I felt like cuando alguien te mira, you can see it, you know?
But they say que cuando sientes is because there's something there, no?
Yeah. No
Yeah.
pasa de okis, right? It's
You
like
know?
there's a reason.
Yeah,
right?
It's like your gut telling you like.
Because you weren't even thinking of anything like that.
Nah. And so I don't know, man. But
Es como
That's a creepy ass dude,
that
whoever
sixth
was
sense
staring
that
at
we
you.
have.
Yeah.
What about aliens y toda esa madre, UFOs y todo eso?
honestly, I feel like with the amount of stories we hear people tell, and the fact that like people are able to make movies about it and imagine it, so there's got to be a chance that it's out there somewhere. No, there's so many planets. Like if we're able to be on this planet and live and do all the things we do, there's definitely got to be others somewhere, right?
Yeah.
The fact that we haven't seen them, who knows? There's a lot of people that argue different things, but I think, yeah, they probably exist.
Like that spaceship that's on its way to Earth, huh?
Supposedly,
The
that's what they
3
say.
AI Atlas or something like that, huh?
I haven't heard
We'll
of
see.
that.
It's gonna touch in November, no? Something.
Yes,
Well, pass by in November.
Yeah, that supposedly because it went around the sun or something. No, it was like
Yeah.
hiding or some bullshit.
Yeah.
So they say it's something that can move or it's something with intelligence, supposedly. Well, who knows?
Man. Mexico
Yeah.
said they revealed the aliens like last year.
Oh, yeah, those
They
small
showed-
things, huh? Now they have a sphere, no? One of those, the sphere.
I'm telling you,
going
man,
on.
Mexico just not a world power nomás porque no quiere. You know?
Yeah. Definitely aliens are going to go to Mexico first.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, there's some pyramids already there. I would.
You know.
They don't ask for a passport there. They don't fucking ask for a passport. They come here. No, I'm just playing around. Hey, I was just playing around.
What about like recordings? Like you plan on making or do you already have like an album? Or?
No, so I don't really have any official recordings. I just mess around recording covers every now and then, nomás las canciones que me dan la gana. But I definitely do want to start recording a lot more now that I have the drum set. I feel like I can actually record full norteño covers with the accordion, with the quinto and sexto, and the batería. But right now I just have a lot of recordings from the grupo, from En Vivo. We record like off of an interface into my phone, so like the quality is the audio is better than just al aire.
Yeah.
And that's been really cool messing around with that. But as of right now, I just have like rough drafts that I mess around with, covers that I'll do. I'll kind of change the tiempo, like play tres cuartos and seis octavos or something like that, and just mess around with it. But definitely in the future, I don't know if I want to record in like a professional studio. I really just like home recording and just putting stuff together for fun. But eventually, yeah, I definitely want to start making music and creating my own music too, because that's something I haven't really explored too much. But it would be fun for sure.
Yeah, because pretty much you could do todo, you know. You can
Yeah.
do
Everything,
your
yeah.
tus propios arreglos, your own ideas, even if it takes a little while, but you know, tweak things here and there.
Yeah.
Maybe un día you record quinto and the next day you're like, you know what, let me add this, go back to it.
Yeah.
And then maybe the next day you're like, I need to change my car battery. Boom.
Exactly.
You can do it all.
Así
that 40
pasa, man. That's how
Gotta
it
change
is.
the oil.
Yeah, I don't have time to work on my videos because I gotta fix the truck and I gotta cook.
That's how it be.
Yeah.
What do you like to cook?
Like I said, I like to grill a lot. I like to grill on charcoal. That's my favorite.
Smoke?
Carne asada.
Carne asada. I did some grilled chicken thighs the other day. I did a pork belly on there. I
You
like
like-
steaks. Making steaks is my favorite.
You
man.
like experimenting every time you cook, even if it's steak, but you try something different.
Yeah. I definitely like. I watched this guy on YouTube named Google Foods. Have you guys seen him before?
No, I haven't.
He's this bald Brazilian guy that does like crazy experiments with grilling and steaks and stuff, and it's dope. I learned a lot from that.
I think I've
fool.
seen clips of him.
Yeah, he does crazy experiments with steaks, so you've probably seen something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really fun just cooking. I like making Asian food a lot too. Like Japanese curry is one of my favorite to make. Super easy, but it's delicious. And
What is that, like noodles or rice?
it's like it's just like veggies and protein with like this like thick sauce. Like
So neither, I was
the
completely
curry
My
sauce.
bad.
Yeah,
You were like, that was kind of
Right.
racist, huh? Fuck, my bad. My bad. Yeah, I don't know
It's
why I said
bomb,
noodles
bro.
or
You
rice.
gotta
Ya que
try
nosotros
it.
estamos impuestos a las carnitas.
Yeah, I don't know why I
You
thought
know?
like noodles or rice.
No, think of it as like chile con carne, but with veggies, basically, like that kind of.
Okay, sounds
yeah.
fire.
Okay.
It's bomb. It's really good. Yeah, so pretty much lo que hay, whatever I can find and decide to make. I'm mostly always making meal prep foods because I'm trying to bulk up. I'm trying, but it's always like high protein, really big meals, you know, like pastas and really protein heavy stuff.
I've been on that my whole life.
Yeah.
They're called tortillas. They're called tortillas.
No te pases.
Well, that's me.
Tortillas.
I'm talking for me, you know. You know,
He's like, it's called tortillas.
7
damn.
tortillas cada sentada, you
Come
know.
Yeah.
I like to grill too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a de-stressor for me. I
Yeah.
don't know if you feel the same way.
Definitely, man. The smell of the charcoal or just the
Yeah.
humo when you're
Yeah.
grilling, the asada when you get a nice sear on it, it's just like
And then you can rip off a little piece and, you know, sneak away a little piece.
You're out there, you know, just by yourself.
Yeah.
Una cervecita, you know.
Yeah.
you gotta crack open a cerveza. Yeah, it's a
You're not
must.
getting yelled by your wife.
Oh, yeah. Esa es la única área
Donde no se arriman a la
no se
verga.
arriman.
Yeah, donde está el humo.
Because
True.
if you cook in the kitchen,
We just solved something.
if you cook in the kitchen, así no, me vas a manchar la cazuela o me la vas a rayar, ¿verdad? Pero out there in the
I
grill,
think you might have solved something. I'm bringing that asador inside.
that's a good.
Just turning it on.
Yes, just fucking turn that fucker on. Huh?
Watch her leave. It worked. Do you write any songs?
Not really. Like I said, I haven't really experimented too much with it. Every now and then, me sale una tonadita and I'll mess around with it. But like a full song, not really. I definitely want to experiment with it more because my dad wrote a lot of songs when he was younger in his grupo. A lot of songs that he has that songwriting in him, and I feel like I do too. I just don't really tap into it as much. But now that I understand a bit more of how like acordes go together and progresiones you can use, I definitely feel like I can come up with some pretty cool stuff. It's just I overthink the lyrics, you know, try to make it too literal, too vague, and it's like it's hard. But definitely, yeah, I want to eventually.
About the instrument, so what is your favorite instrument? I know you started con Requinto, but you gotta have un amor for one of them.
It's hard because I have different moods, and sometimes I like to play one over the other. But I think accordion might be my favorite out of all the ones that I've learned.
The botones, because you play both, huh?
I play botones and teclas. Yes, I started on teclas.
Fucking crazy.
And then I went to botones, and honestly, I think I do like botones a little bit more. But playing the bajos on a teclas, that's one of the best feelings you can ever have as a musician. Like the vibration of the whole caja against your chest, the left side playing the armonía for yourself while doing this, like two sides of your brain working at once. It's crazy. I can't even describe it. But the way that you play the botones and the fluidity of it, it's so easy to play the escalas and to do adornos. Like once I understood how it worked, I was able to get way better than I was on teclas in like half the time.
With like chromatic scales and that? Those
yeah, on botones, I thought it was because they're diatónico and they don't have all the tonos, but they do. Most of them are just on the very top.
It's just harder to play.
It's harder to play fuller escalas in certain tonos because those notes you need are nomás arriba. So you'd have to like jump back and forth really hard. And you can do it, and some people do. It's just, it's a lot harder than it is on the teclas. But the thing about the teclas is it's really awkward how you play it. You have to space out the sextas really hard.
You have to smash your whole hand
exactly, on yeah. And just the way you go up and down sideways, it doesn't make as much sense as the botones, which are like diagonal. Mm-hmm. And it's really fluid to play up and down. You only need 3 fingers. But on the teclas, you need all 5 to play like just as fast. So it's just the ergonomics of it is really satisfying. It's really lightweight. And you could do so much with it. It's awesome. I like it a lot.
How was learning the music in college? Because you said you learned some in college.
Yeah.
How are the classes? Are they boring or no?
I enjoyed it because it was just a beginner music theory class, just to satisfy my requirement for the graduation requirements. And so they really just taught us kind of like how the notes work. It was all on piano, and it was all just kind of like sheet music stuff. But they taught us about the circle of fifths, the circle of fourths, and how acordes are built, the major scales and how to build them. And when I learned that, that's when it all clicked. It just made sense. Like, that's all it is. Like, I thought it was all complicated, but it's literally just you got to follow this whole step and half step pattern, and you need to hit every tono in the alphabet without repeating or skipping them. That's what the major scales are. Oh, grabbed my guitar and I was like, oh shit, it's easy as hell. I was like, it's the same for every tono. You just got to place it where it goes. And then I just kept learning more and more and more about the menor escalas, the armónicas, all the modos griegos, and I'm like, it's all the same thing. It's just a major scale. And so that really made it way easier. And the fact that clicked, that's what made me enjoy the class even more. It was on Zoom. It was during COVID. Oh, okay. So it was during the pandemic, and I was still just right there on my computer like, oh, this is sick. And I had a good time in that class. It was just the one class. And with that, fui volando.
So that's basically what expanded your
that's what I was going to say. It practically opened up more of a notion.
Yeah, and that's what makes me also want to make those videos, that if someone sees this one video that makes everything make sense, my job is done. Because they're like, oh shit, and they start learning. Exactly. Yeah, it's not that complicated. But some things, like doing adornos over segunda, for example, people think it's easy, and it can be, but to understand it, it gets a little complicated. It doesn't have to be, though. And if you just look at it a certain way, it's like, oh, okay, boom. Or I just got to learn these tonos here, figure out how that works, get it down real good, and then I could do it in any tono. And you're a self-sufficient musician who doesn't need tutorials, doesn't need tabs, doesn't need nothing. And
it's just finding the tono and then...
What about vocal-wise? Do you do teachings for vocals too?
I don't know. So I just barely started getting more into singing and actually taking it serious, because I've never had a good voice. I've always struggled to sing and stay entonado. But lately I've been practicing a lot. I've been doing the segunda in my grupo and really learning how to do that. And it's been really fun to understand how it works. I tried taking lessons actually with this lady in It was Ecuador, I think. I thought they were from Mexico, and I was like, oh, they're gonna know all the regional stuff. It's gonna be cool. They're from Ecuador.
Trying to teach you cumbias or something. Vallenato.
Yeah, vallenato. Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, okay, whatever. They'll still help me, you know, with the technica at least. And I bought a month of lessons. And I only did 2 of them because it was like halfway through the month. And then they're like, you got to pay for another month to keep doing lessons. And I was like, whoa, what?
Scam!
Yeah. They're like, we got to pay our teachers. We got to pay our bills. I'm like, that's not my problem. I bought a month. Give me my 4 lessons, right? And they're like, if you're not going to pay, then sorry, there's nothing we can do. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll
Cabo que no quería cantar vallenato.
So yeah, I mean, I learned a little bit, but not everything. I definitely want to find another teacher to teach me the técnica propia, you know, like usando los resonadores, la mandíbula, la nariz, because that I don't understand. I can't do that. Like, I can follow someone and I can sing along, but to do it right, a pecho, in certain high tonos, like, I can't. It's tough. But little by little, I've been getting better. I've been feeling better. People have been saying they see the improvement, so I'm like, hell yeah. But I don't know. I'm definitely not qualified to teach anybody. And
from your students, what's your diversity like? Male, gender,
mostly male.
Female, or
I do have
they, them, no sé.
Every now and then I have had a few female students, but for the most part, most of them are guys. A lot of them are younger, from like 15 to 20, 25. Every now and then I'll get an old dude. Sometimes I'll get like a white dude who doesn't even play regional. Like, it's a lot of different people.
Yeah. Some Johnny Cash.
What's the how could I put it, like the weirdest probably student, because he's just like, man, you really want to learn how to play regional, or what kind of music you're trying to learn, that you were like, oh, all right, well.
So there's 2 actually. There's one that I was supposed to upload a video about it, but I edited it, and she didn't want me to post it because something with like her ex watching our videos. Like, they watch my videos together and they just broke up.
He's insecure. Yeah. He's insecure.
Yeah. So she didn't want me to post it, so he didn't see it, but I probably will post it eventually. But it's this girl. She's like Indian. When they break up. She's Indian, like from India, but she lived in Chicago. She speaks Spanish, but she was working in Brazil at the time.
What?
You lost me.
Shit.
Right?
Wait, I'm just kidding. John, pull out a map. A digital map right there on the wall, please. Pull out the globe, please.
Yeah, and she was just, for some reason, she really liked regional.
Living in Chicago, but lived in Brazil?
So she was from Chicago. She's Indian. Okay. For some reason, she spoke Spanish, but she really liked regional music, and she wanted to learn how to play requinto. But she was working abroad. She was like a digital nomad. They just work remote, but they just go to a bunch of different countries and just do whatever they want. That's what she was doing. And she's like, I'm gonna take lessons for requinto because I want to learn how to play requinto. So she did like 2-3 months of lessons with me, and she got pretty good. And yeah, it's just Indian playing corridos, man.
Damn.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to hit her up on Dueto, way.
Yeah. She's probably hypnotizing some snakes right now.
¿Cuál requinto?
That's what there I go with my racist shit. My bad. I'm not. It's unintentional.
Besides that, I mean, I did also have like this middle-aged white lady who was on Tololoche who wanted to learn how to play like classic regional songs on bass, but she didn't speak any Spanish. She was in like yeah. She was in like Montana or something, and she was like super white, really cool lady. She only did 1 lesson with me, but it was just like, oh really, okay, you want to play this music, hell yeah, and you got a big ass acoustic bass, like,
damn.
Yeah.
She probably met met a Mexican, and she's like, oh yeah, I play this, and going to take some classes just to try to learn something.
Oh yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Who inspires or who do you look up to as a artist, musician? I don't know.
So there's a lot, honestly. One of the first artists that really got me into regional was Virlan Garcia. Was one of my favorite artists. That listening to his music in high school, I was washing dishes at a sushi place. That was my first job in high school, and I would hear some of the songs on the radio in the back. And then when I went to my car after, I would turn on the radio, and on the Spanish one, I think it was like 101.9, I would come on and I heard this song. It was actually by Adriel Favela. It was called Si Te Acuerdas de Tu Amiga. Have you guys heard that one?
We've heard about Adriel Favela because Brian, our homie Brian, he played accordion with them. And he's always mentioned
Adriel Favela and I and Adriel Favela. Saludos para el compa Brian.
But he's always here. But
yeah, that song for sure, I really liked it. It was like banda, norteño banda, and then I started to listen to more of their music, and that
was that
really,
in the time of Mujeres de Tu Tipo?
Yeah,
no?
yeah, around that time, definitely. Yeah, it was like 2016, 2017, right before I graduated. And then that got me into like the Campirano, 12-string, Requinto style stuff. Then I really started to like the Nata Tumbado stuff. And that really got me into a little bit of like, oh, it doesn't have to be like classic, like abuelo music, you know, like there's other ways. Exactly. But then I started to fall in love with the norteño, classic norteño, Ramón Ayala.
The abuelo stuff.
Los Cadetes. I love Los Alegres de Terán, Los Canelos, all of those OG grupos. They're my favorite, man. And like Juan Villarreal has been inspiring me hella to play the accordion and learn all those crazy adornos. And just the things that they do, even the OGs like Los Cadetes, the progressions, the songs that they make, like it's insane when you really look at it. It's not simple like people think. There's so much you can do with it. And the fact that when you play that music and like an old head hears it and they're like, oh shit, I haven't heard that song in so long. That feeling is like the best feeling ever.
Like Ramón Ayala and Lalo Mora have some tonos where they switch up a tono, higher up tono at one point. And
como la de este...
You know what I'm talking about? That
no la de Rinconcito en el Cielo, pero la otra. Esta playa, alguien viene.
Esa
¿No ves que al final
se
sube un tono más medio tono? No, un tono completo, pero nomás es un pasón y se regresa para atrás.
Yeah.
You know? And if you think about it, all those son las bases of these songs from right now, you know, like menores, círculos, whatever, progressions, todo eso, you know. The music that exists right now wouldn't exist if they wouldn't get like ideas from, Ramón Ayala le puso este tono, let me try it out en un corrido tumbado.
And that exists also in the English music. Because I remember when I started playing, there was videos where like, oh, you can play 30 songs with these 4 chords. Like just playing in the same order.
Exactly.
And it's 30 songs. You know?
Because today will be the night.
Tonight will be the night. Just some Green Day shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy how it just, once you get the hang of it, it's just transferring and...
Exactly. It's just practice, consistency, and exposure and experience.
Practice is key, no?
Yeah, definitely. You gotta practice. And that's something that's hard for me to do with all the instruments that I play. There's not enough time to practice all of them. So I'm pretty mediocre at all of them.
Have you seen that guy that plays them all at the same time? He's like, with his foot, he's like hitting...
The guy that plays the teclas and the drums? Yeah, that guy's crazy.
He's hitting everything. He's waving his head and he's singing somehow.
That dude is crazy. Yeah,
and you said you can't even say mundial and play bass.
Yeah, I can't even say mundial and play bass. I'm like,
and that guy's
it's hard, huh? You gotta really focus.
It's because on the bass, it's contratiempos, kind of. No?
Yeah, especially for boleros. I can't sing boleros and
like
play bass.
Last time estábamos cantando y todo para qué. And my compadre was jamming with us on the drums, and he likes putting a whole bunch of paradas and shit like that. So I'm over here trying to respond, y todo para qué. And he's doing, y todo para qué. And fucking las paradas and fucking sing. And era un desmadre, I don't know. Pero salió. Como que salga, ¿verdad? Se asomó. Yeah.
So where can they reach you to get some classes?
On any of my social medias, man. On Instagram is the easiest way to get a hold of me. TikTok.
Promo code GarageCast. Promo code GarageCast.
He's going to charge you $5 more.
Charge you $5 more. Y no sean cabrones, agarren 3 meses.
They're going to be like, fuck that. They're going to be like, but I don't know GarageCast.
Agarren 3 meses, no nomás de que, nomás agarrar los tonos y ya no quieren ir a clases. No. Sean huevones. Practiquen.
No, yeah. Hey, if anybody messaged me and said you're coming from GarageCast, I'll give you a free lesson on top of whatever you get.
Johnny's
Johnny's
about to hit you up from a different number. He's gonna show up and you're like, Johnny?
Like, let me get a 15-minute lesson.
Johnny won't be here next week. He's gonna be in school. Johnny won't be here next week.
He's gonna open up like the Skype or what do you do on Skype? Or
I do it on Instagram,
Discord,
bro. Just Instagram video calls, the easiest way.
Oh, that's cool. That's the más práctico.
Damn, calls are getting better on Instagram? That's right. That's right. I haven't used a call on Instagram.
We never use a call on Instagram. Put a WhatsApp.
I'm on WhatsApp lags.
Yeah.
I need to use Instagram then. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom is a bitch, honestly. Like, you have to pay to get more than a 40-minute
Fuck you,
call.
Zoom. Yeah.
And they do that like background noise suppression, and even if you try to turn it off, it always gives me issues, especially with the younger kids. They don't know how to do that shit. So I'm just like, dude, just get on Instagram. It's easy.
It takes 15 minutes of their time just to learn that setting, huh?
Dude, sometimes a whole lesson will take afinando, literally trying to get this fool to tune his guitar. And
He's like, I'm ready to go. Oh, time's up. See you next time.
Turn it a little more, and it's just I'm like, a little more.
Se pasa. Se pasa. Y tiene que aflojar y se vuelve a matar.
The guy's like, all right, ready. Oh, see you next week. Time's up.
Hey, that's lesson number 1. Learning how to tune your instrument.
Yeah.
Learn that, and then we'll do lesson number 2. Johnny, so that's your first.
Yeah, make sure you show up tuned. Make sure you show up tuned so you don't waste it.
It's tough, man.
Okay, well, make sure you guys tune in and then get some classes, huh?
Sí, la verdad, sí. Y no se desesperen, échenle ganas a todos los músicos que quieran aprender. You know, patience is key too. Patience and practice, you know.
Con ganas se puede. Anybody can.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, si es posible que te eches unas canciones.
Yeah. I could try.
Ya estás
pidiendo la lucha.
Cóbrale. A ver.
Si me acompaña, man, I'm not gonna play alone.
You know, ahí está, you know. Ahorita le pagamos, you know. Let's say someone donated 10K. What would you do with 10K? One last question.
With 10K?
I wish this was reality.
Buy one accordion, bro.
Un accordion?
One accordion, basically.
One Dino Buffetti.
That's your favorite accordion? Dino
Nah. I would want to get like a vintage Gabanelli or a vintage Honer. I really like the old instruments. I have a bunch of old guitars, and this Quinto is from like the 60s, or the Sexto, actually. I don't even know what brand it is, but older instruments always sound way better. They have that soul to them. And so, yeah, those are only about like 3,000-4,000. But still,
only
no más.
Compared to other instruments, yeah, it's bad, dude. Botones are expensive, teclas too. But yeah, with 10K, honestly, I don't even know, dude.
Unas vacaciones para relajarse.
Honestly,
maybe
me falta. But I could probably get like a real good setup for recording and editing, because right now I just have kind of like basic stuff. Basic lighting and mics and stuff, but I would definitely want to take it to the professional level, get like a really good camera for recording, and then probably some more audio stuff for gigging as well, because I think that's something that definitely I can make a lot more money for. I want to eventually join another grupo that's norteño, on botones, on teclas, or whatever, because I really want to be in an actual norteño grupo. Campeonato is cool, but
yeah, you know, en el grupo donde estás ahorita, you guys don't have talks like, hey, what if we convert to norteño? Or?
We've talked about it a little bit, because I've said, we both said that it would definitely amplify and broaden the horizons. And the Requinto player can play the tolo, so if the other guy just switches to quinto and I get on the botones, we can make it happen. Pero me falta mucha still to be able to gig on botones, all the adornos, all the preparaciones, canciones. Yeah, I can do it and I can get down a little bit, but to gig, still, yeah.
Maybe it takes just being under pressure, you know?
That's what some people say. Some people say, yeah, with the pressure of it, you get forced to learn, and you just...
That's how we used to do it back in the day. Just fucking...
Yeah, we're still under pressure.
We're still under pressure. We're still doing it under pressure.
We're fucking kicking, dude. We're under pressure. We're definitely under pressure.
We got a brick wall on top of it.
We've been holding that big ass brick since we started.
Una pinche presa, güey, de agua, así, that kind of pressure. You know? But I'll be saying that'd be cool, because I mean, if you guys kept the Camperano and Norteño, you guys could do both in una privada or something. That'd be cool, man.
Yeah,
you know, a little variety of Norteño, switching back to 1 hour Norteño, 1 hour Sierreño.
Exactly, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, something like that would be definitely dope. I've always thought it would be cool. It's not practical for like a gigging group, but a grupo that has like multiple of the same instruments to swap out, like a teclas and a boton, like 2 requintos to go back and forth with each other. I always thought that would be super cool. Like, you guys know Rodrigo y Gabriela? There's like a couple that does like kind of like rock flamenco kind of style.
Oh yeah. They're from like are they from Spain?
I think
Somewhere
they're
else?
from Mexico,
Mexico?
if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. They might be from
But they always
Spain.
record videos outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
they're one of the groups also that I really like them, listening to them growing up, and they have that kind of like, not really like back and forth because it's just rhythm and the lead, but I always thought that kind of like dynamic is really cool, where you can kind of like go back and forth with someone in the same song. And I think that would be really cool, like a whole grupo that has multiple of the same instruments to switch off and to kind of play off of each other.
So you're looking for your Gabriela?
Maybe. Yeah. My ex actually did play guitar and bass and a lot of instruments, but she didn't really play regional, and she didn't really like to, so it didn't really work out. But
that's why you cut it off, huh? 'Cause that
Yeah.
I would. No, it's fine. Well, let's see if you guys can join us for a part 2, huh, with your grupo.
Yeah,
or
I'll
if you want to
definitely
join
talk to
us
them.
for a part 2.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. I'll let them know and see if they want to come down, if they're available, and that'd be dope. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And we'll see you next time. Entonces,
For sure.
get some lessons. Remember, if you say that GarageCast sent you, he's gonna give you free 15 minutes. You better tune your fucking instrument so you don't waste it.
Johnny. Johnny.
We'll see you next time.
Ya estamos. Buenas
Gracias.
noches.
Ya me voy para ver si me olvido de esa ingrata que truncó mi vida. Ya no hay fe, no hay amor, ni esperanza. Y en mi vida todo se acabó. Yo no quiero desearle mala suerte, ni pedirle que vuelva a mi lado. Solo quiero que sufra como sufro y que le duela el haberme abandonado. Está más o menos intentándole.